Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 11th Esports World Championships. My name is Rap, and I'm here once again with Brian Choi, and we are in the middle of, well, I guess we're not quite in the middle, but we're beginning our coverage of eFootball PES 2020, and we're already through our first game between Italy and Serbia. Brian, what did you think about our first match?
It's just an onslaught by Tentless from Italy, and this next match is going to be very interesting, too, because we have F Master from Brazil. He's the winner of PS League Americas, as well as WSG Americas.
Okay, wow.
Against Tornado, a Korean representative. He took out 84 other players to get here, as well as he finished first runner-up, so second place in the Nissan Cup of PES 2018. So he's been away for some time from the top contention, but
he's coming back.
Yeah, he's back to seek that blood, that fame, and that honor.
So let's go ahead and introduce our players for our second match of the day. Here it is, Tornado, of course, our Korean representative. Like you said, not a newcomer to PES at all, but PES 2020 certainly is his time to make a comeback, because it has been a little bit since we've seen this guy compete. At the same time, Korea does have a great history of professional players for PES, and it's going to be exciting to watch him play. And he's going up against F Master. It's F Mestre, but Mestre means master in Portuguese, so we'll just call him F Master for the purposes of this. 12, of course, his favorite number.
Look at him, F Master, man. He has that killer instinct eyes.
He's also got that Brazilian flag on his shoulder.
Gotta possess the pride of the nation, right?
Well, I mean, it is a hometown advantage here for Tornado in Seoul, Korea, so it's exciting to see him represent his country here. And it should be noted that there's about a $10,000 prize for the nation that comes out with the most points overall. So even though one country might be stronger in one esport than another, you have to be strong overall to claim that national prize as the champion of IESF's 11th World Championship. So a lot on the board for both of our players. F Master 12 versus Tornado. Our second match is about to get underway, but like you were saying earlier, Brian, it is certainly stacked in favor of our Brazilian representative.
And this time, we have Barcelona versus Bayern Munich.
Okay, so Barcelona, club we've already gotten a chance to see. Oh my God, we've got to hold the phone a little bit, because we already have a very dangerous situation. Now,
and a crucial turnover. Tornado, can he capitalize on that?
Yeah, passing to Messi. Shot! Right off.
Barely.
The right-hand side. Yeah, the shot looks so good. Watch this as it comes in. I was watching the defender at this point, and I mean, there's only so much you can do here, but the shot itself wasn't headed in anyway.
The defender literally took half a step ahead, and if you give Lionel Messi a half a step, he can create those chances.
We got a chance to see Kappa from Serbia play Barcelona, and he made it look like he was always kind of a half step behind, but this time in the hands of Tornado, he is really making a lot of strides here. Already back at it again, looking for a second shot. Controlled by Neuer, able to reset there. Throws off to Pavard, Martinez midfield.
Now, one thing about Bayern Munich is that most of their players have decent weak foot accuracy, which means that they can make great passes and plays all over the pitch. Okay. So it will be very interesting how F Master actually utilizes that factor in this actual match.
We're going right back up center. Griezmann in position. Passes to Messi off the goalpost.
Oh my God.
Reset. Vidal controls. Intercepted. Pass back to Griezmann. Neuer again controlling, resetting. What a stressful minute.
A series of unfortunate incidents on Tornado's side.
In the future, we're going to do away with goalposts altogether. Otherwise, it would have gone in right there. But man, Barcelona Tornado, man, really on point with the pressure. Messi really uncontested here, but just hasn't been able to finish for the first goal of the game.
Oh, there's a chance.
Suarez shot on goal in. Goal for Barcelona.
Those are just piece of cake shots for Luis Suarez.
I mean, look, it's easy to say that Messi's the highlight there, but it's clear that the actual highlight is Tornado from Korea because he knew pass forward Suarez, who's got incredible ability to just finish things off there. His great finishing count of 91, super high.
And also, there are two things. From the get-go, Tornado was constantly pressuring the Munich's defense. And the defensive line just couldn't stand up. And as you can see here, it's just wide open. And Suarez also has a decent physicality. So he can withstand against those defenders to some point. And right here, he just makes one little move, shoulder press, and then he just gets the shot off with his great finishing, like you said, to that lower right corner. Boom.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that transpire, and you're like, okay, well, maybe he just got a lucky shot. No, that's like his third shot on goal so far, and we're less than halfway through. So really, we're going to need to see a little bit of a turnaround here because when we were coming into this, just looking at the players on paper, our Brazilian representative is F-Master. He is so good, wins so many tournaments that he looks like the better player, but I mean, he really hasn't been able to mount much of an offense here against Tornado.
And Tornado working on the right side this time.
Yeah, Vidal just going to do it himself. He's got
Well, he's like the
Messi
field
waiting.
general, so
right.
he can do everything. He can defend, he can pass, he can ball control, dribble, name it. So
Gretzka passing forward. Lewandowski going for it, looking for the shot from the side. Not going to
nobody's
take it.
coming in for a
Passing
follow-up,
it.
so he got completely isolated.
Not much he could have done at that point. Vidal with the interception, now turning it back over to Suarez, waiting for the rest of FC Barcelona to follow up. Pass forward for Kiddick.
Tornado's having a fun time attacking that left side of the pitch.
The ball control so good, unable to have that stripped, intercepted. Look at that, the time during this possession just so lengthy because there's nothing that F-Master can do to take it away. Suarez, another great position, another shot, another goal.
Another easy kill by Suarez. Like he won't miss those.
No,
And
that's I think the most the high percentage shot that you can really get. You get an easy, clean pass right into the middle, and you can see the Tornado was biding his time, the length of that possession so long because he just kept ball control, waited for that perfect moment.
But it's also, you have to give a lot of credit to Tornado because, as you see on the replay, the passing lane was really subtle because there were multiple defenders in vicinity, and he just completely locked that passing lane. And it got delivered to Suarez. Suarez gets that right foot off. Man.
2 for 2 so far. Suarez really making this look good for Tornado. Now, it's not insurmountable. We're still only in our first half, so still some time left to play. But let's see if F-Master can turn this back around or really just kind of get some momentum going behind it. Take that away from Tornado.
I mean, we can
my
see
God, Vidal going in, pass back to Messi, controlled. I knew a little bit of a weak shot on goal there.
Well, if that ricochet was a bit stronger.
That was close.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
now reset.
What I was trying to emphasize is that it's somewhat of a duplicate of the first match. Like, F-Master has been turning the ball over at the center side of the field, and that's a very dangerous thing to do in these kind of top caliber PES 2020 matches.
For sure. Fast forward, Muller on a Lewandowski. This guy is so good, so much potential, but every time it gets over the Tornado's side of the field, he immediately controls, slaps it back to the defender, and is able to reset again and again and again. And you can see exactly what he did right there. Okay, well, not exactly what he did right there, because, of course, unfortunately, that is not what we were supposed to do. Going to result in turnover here. Now, seeing some stats there for distance dribbled. Even though Alba hasn't scored yet, he's certainly the guy moving the ball, allowing it to get into such good positions.
Oh, yeah. Tornado has been just wreaking havoc on that left side using Alba. And another interesting thing is that he has Samuel Umtiti as a right back. So usually he technically is a center back, but he has the speed to be a right back. And with his superb defending attributes, like, it's going to be very difficult to bypass these Barcelona defenders.
Rakitic passing to Griezmann. Messi looking to control. Clears the ball. Is he actually going to go for it? No, pass forward. Griezmann. It's double defended there, and that's going to do it for our first half. FC Barcelona Tornado Korea up 2-0 in our first half.
Yeah, and that final moment was a bit unfortunate that it got caught on Griezmann's right foot, because Griezmann is a lefty.
Okay.
And he has a pretty bad weak foot accuracy, so.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? You got to make the best of a bad situation. Either way, halftime's coming up.
Mm-hmm. And also, just what we witnessed there, he's just wreaking havoc in that Bayern Munich's box. Like, completely. Left and right, it doesn't matter.
Looks like we have our second half ready to go. So hope you guys are enjoying our eFootball PES 2020 action so far. Getting set up for
There's our early chance. Lewandowski.
Oh my God, right back at it again, but immediately off the halftime.
Yep. Those are some of the most dangerous moments. Beginning of respective halves and at the end of the half.
I don't know if he had his hands on the controller yet. Like, oh my. Okay, well, that's one way to turn things around. You think you know which way the momentum's going, and all of a sudden, all it takes is a switch of sides. And we're right back in that now 1-2. Tornado still up, not by as much.
Yep. Lewandowski just completely beat his markman and just got a clean shot on the goal. Lewandowski is another great finisher. Typical top caliber target striker, so he won't miss those kind of things as well.
Yeah, especially when he has a lot of support and no defenders in front of him. Ntidi not able to catch up to the ball. Swap of sides. I haven't seen any substitutions just yet, unless I'm mistaken, so might want to see those start to come in here as we enter the second half.
Yeah, it'll be much more prevalent around the 60 to 70-minute marks.
Right. Pass off. Suarez forward to Griezmann. Goal again. Tornado strikes for his third of the series.
Yep. To get to Griezmann's left foot, it's deadly. And we just witnessed it.
I was actually expecting to see a little bit more of a momentum shift after that almost immediate goal in the second half of play. But nope, right back on it again. Tornado. Let's take a look at the replay. You could tell the defender not even turned in the direction the ball was being shot, had to completely rotate around, and by that point, ball already on its way into the goal.
That was just great ball control from Suarez, and then just delivered to Griezmann. And even the slightest space given to him, he'll make those shots.
Absolutely. Now, let's see if we can repeat that immediate goal from the beginning of the second half. Pass forward, Miller, forward, Lewandowski. Backwards, controlled by Rakitic.
All right, Vidal. There's plenty of room to maneuver. Griezmann got it again.
Messi forward to Griezmann. Easy shot on goal. One hit, one kill. Man, this is just starting to look like Tornado running away with this game.
Munich's defensive line has been completely dismantled in this game.
It's so impressive to watch because we're seeing two different ways to play FC Barcelona. We got a chance to see it in the hands of Serbia early on, but here in Korea, it is just a tornado. They are absolutely storming the field. Look at this, just 1, 2, 3, way ahead of the defenders and right in the goal for the. Trying to remember the scoreline here. That's the fourth goal of the game, right? Well, fifth goal total. 4-1 is the scoreline.
4-1.
We are in the second half, so time is running out if F Master wants to bring it back here. Not only for him, his team, Brazil, representing, of course, a very strong nation in eFootball PES 2020, but definitely need to put a point on the board.
I mean, still early in the second half, so we'll have to see. But F Master needs to start making adjustments on that defensive line. If he doesn't make any sort of tactical adjustments, he's going to get completely shredded throughout the entirety of this game.
Hernandez.
Continue.
Yeah, middle of the court. Forward to someone. Lewandowski, I guess. Cortez right into the waiting, loving arms of Stegen.
He's going to go for a fast tempo play. Nope. He's going to just slowly build up. It's not in rush by any means.
Yeah,
you're up 3 goals. You don't have to be rushing yourself.
I mean,
but once again, these long through passes just completely shredding.
Suarez, the pass to Griezmann, I mean, that's a little bit optimistic. Controlled again.
I mean, he got it off with his weak foot, so yeah, it was unfortunate. But if that connected, that could have been a hat trick for Antoine Griezmann.
Easily.
All right, another space given.
Oh,
that's
no,
too much
Suarez,
space right there.
So clean and clear and under control. What a beautiful goal there. Tornado, I feel like it's actually F-Master that's stuck in the tornado. He's being spun right round over and over again. And Tornado just looks, he's keeping it 300.
I mean, we just saw second hat trick of this match.
Seems to be a common correlation here, Brian. I think I'm noticing that the team that gets hat tricks tends to win the match. We've got a pattern developing here, obviously. Just incredibly skilled play here on Barcelona by Tornado.
Yeah, and the biggest difference between Kepa's use versus Tornado's use is that Tornado gives a lot more space amongst the attackers, the forwards, and the midfielders. Whereas Kepa was completely convergent at the center of the field. And he's creating some of the spaces that are needed for his attackers to make plays. And that's what he exactly has been doing throughout the entirety of this game.
You guys were able to see a few of those substitutions pop up on your screen in the upper left-hand side.
He has De Jong and Dembele in. Dembele, a very pacey guy.
Yeah, absolutely. But look at it, the formula still works. Almost. Messi, another nail-biter. The shot there. I didn't even think that this looked like it would be much, and then it just transpires before our eyes. Great defense there by F-Master, but I mean, defense is one part of the game. You got to get the offense going 1-4, and only about 20 minutes left.
Yeah, and also, as aforementioned, getting consolation goals are very substantial in the group stage, especially on your placement. So, every goal matters.
Perisic up forward to Lewandowski. No one else there.
There are 5 defenders.
I was going to say, look,
Barcelona's side.
Completely smothered there, buried underground by the Barcelona defense. Arthur intercepted and his pass to Dembele.
Tornado is completely aware of what he just has to be cautious of, giving cheap goals. And he just completely swarmed that box.
Dude, Dembele, look at that control, the pacing, like you said, just absolutely monsters. Resets, and now a great position, De Jong. Too high.
Deflected. Another corner opportunity.
Opportunity seems like basically every step of the way for Tornado. He has just had opportunity after opportunity. And let's see, as Messi inbounds,
yeah, and then
where's it going?
Possession just literally told all of us.
Yep.
63 to 37. That's not a good sign.
Somewhat one-sided.
Munich.
You are correct. Messi into Suarez.
Oh!
Whoa!
The goal was wide open, but barely clears it up.
Cleared in a minute. Now back to Arthur. A little bit smothered there. You can see Pavard in front of him. Back to De Jong.
Dembele is open.
He is indeed passed back and forth, back and forth. Dembele
oh!
right
Great save by Neuer.
Into Neuer, but now they reset once again.
Well, there's a counterattack opportunity.
Yeah, but once again, Lewandowski doesn't have a lot to work with. He gets up front and personal, but no one else to help him.
I think the biggest problem is that the pace of Munich's midfielders and second striker Müller are subpar when you compare them to those of Barcelona. So,
I mean, even when you have Dembele in now, just you can really see it's kind of a breath of fresh air to the midfield.
Well, there was a hiccup.
Yeah, obviously an unintentional button press right there. Not sure exactly what's going on, but as far as the game is concerned, resetting back to midfield, great, of course, for Tornado. Messi
on the right
Wide
side.
open, Dembele got a great opportunity. Pitches it back to Suarez for an easy 5th goal of the game. Korea dominating towards the end of the second half.
Yeah, and F Master just looks completely defeated. Not only in-game wise, but just mentally, he looks completely defeated.
Whereas if you look over to our Korean competitor, Tornado is just a stone-cold killer. Look at this. One of the most dominant goals we've seen so far. Nothing but net there for a beautiful 5th goal on the board. And like I said, with only about 10 minutes left in play.
With his exceptional pace, he just created just enough space to make that pass. And Suarez defeated his defender pretty easily using his superior physicality and then got the shot off.
Yeah, not a lot of extra time to play. We are nearing the end of our second match. Once again, this is only a best of 1 in the group stage play. It's looking good for our home team of Korea.
And he's not stopping with this onslaught.
No,
So
that's
that
it.
whistle blew.
Yep, only a little bit of extra time there, and he doesn't even need it. A victory for Tornado from South Korea in this eFootball PES 2020 competition. You see that even though our Brazilian competitor incredibly strong in his own region, but here today, he takes a loss in our second game on the day.
Yep, and it's going to be an uphill battle for F Master throughout this event.
Well, technically our soccer pitches are perfectly level, but competitively, you're right, it will be a little bit uphill.
Indeed.
You ever played on one of those foosball tables and it's tilted more towards your opponent than it is towards you? It's a good
Definitely.
time. But that's an unlevel playing field. And honestly, it did look like a kind of level playing field when we came back from our first half. It was only 2-0, and I was like, okay, well, not insurmountable. You come back with a first-minute goal. That's one way to bring it back, but then I think that was the only moment that we ever really saw F Master in control.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway from this match is that you have to make the appropriate adjustments on the defensive end, because we just witnessed what the 3 top strikers can do at the defensive side of Bayern Munich, and they just completely shredded that Munich defense into pieces.
Yep. So another win for Korea on the board. That's going to do it for our PES 2020 coverage on stream for now. We'll be coming back with PES 2020 a little bit later on in the day. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more coverage from the 11th Esports World Championship.